Hey folks, it's Lucid. Welcome back. I got another turn here for you with Mountain Arena, and things should be spicy this turn. We've got a lot of things which could be happening. Potentially we've got big fights in Machaca. We potentially got big fights in TNN. We potentially got big fights with Nifelheim and Vanheim. And we have the Ubar and Yomi war kicking off as well. So lots of things to happen. Message from Micklin. Raiding more of Nifelheim's lands than originally planned, since he says he can't protect their income from Vanheim. Moving out all mages to do this will slow me down from my originally greedy plan of rushing Alt 5 from Mother Oak. But of course, land is more valuable than getting that up one turn earlier. Yep. Tirnanog. Hopefully we will see some fireworks here. I have every combat capable mage I have trying to break siege. All or nothing. One thing I really love about players is when they recognize when they're all in, and Tirnanog apparently has recognized it here, so we're going to see some fireworks. A message from Ubar. Would be nice to have that stone, but no, that was just a regular harassment paid with gems. To have that stone. Okay, I gotcha. Okay, so he was using the spell. I was asking him if that was the Soul Stone of the Wolves. Okay, the Dione are just scary. Let's rearrange my troops a bit. I've done some testing, and there might be a way to take them on. But not this turn. Next one, perhaps. Okay, I've done some testing. Okay, the Dione are just scary. I've done some testing. Yeah, I think he's come to the same conclusion I have, which is, from watching it, without doing any testing, which is that even though those Just Man's crosses seem really fucking cool, they're not actually going to work. But throw in a few Holy Scourges, and I expect it would. So let's we had a message first from Micklin, but there wasn't much action there. Let's go to Tirnanog. Ooh, which is right where we're starting off. And we have a battle on the fort. Sorry if you hear my dogs in the background there. Okay, let's see what he brought. Oh my god. He has about, like, it looks like 8 or 9 Banshees with a lot of air gems. Holy fuck. And these are all Air 2 mages, so yowza. And then, oh, Great Sword of Sharpness. Great Sword of Sharpness. Great Sword of Sharpness. So it looks like we've got some Lightning Bolt casters, some Great Sword of Sharpness thugs. This and a bunch of mages. We don't know if they're summoning big or small air elementals, but they're almost certainly doing one of those. And then we've got this guy from Agartha, who's got some pretty cool thug gear. And of course, you can't make me wear pants. Not in Kmart. The Pretender God of Agartha. Hui! Agartha has not added major reinforcements to this stack. This is something, if you're playing Agartha, I'll just mention, these guys really do operate in a critical mass. So this, for turn 20 or whatever we're on, this is a bit too few. Oh, I hear the sound of air elementals. It is baby air elementals. Do it on team-colored squares so we can see better. These guys, by the way, have obsidian glaives. They'll mess up some air elementals. And these guys have magic attacks, too, so they're reasonably capable. Okay, I say that, but that is a lot of air elementals. And he's going to be put to work trampling them. You can't trample them very well. I don't think he finished his buff script, either. Now, he's got Quicken Self now, but these guys are frozen. They're not. You can't kill them with your magic weapons if you're stunned. Oh, and the Great Sword of Sharpness thug coming in. Just deleting these guys. That's a lot of air elementals, boys. I think there's a problem. Now, it's possible he puts them to sleep. But possible does not mean it's going to happen. They appear to have very low fatigue. All right, we have play and we have counterplay. This does not look like it's going very good for Agartha. That was so many air elementals, though. Did they spend all of their gems? That is what I want to know. Oh, yes, they did. The problem, though, is he probably spent like 30-something gems on this. I don't know if he can do it again very quickly. If Agartha's got more forces. He may have... Oh my god. 50 HP regen, though. They can't do 50 around. Now, if he was stuck next to the Great Swords of Sharpness thugs, he could probably do it, but he's... You can't make him wear pants, and you can't make him sit still. He's... Okay, that was a Great Sword of Sharpness hit, almost certainly. But he's just gonna... Is he retreating? Yeah, he's retreating. He's just gonna walk out. Mark my words. He just got the shit smacked out of him. But that doesn't matter. You can't make him wear pants. He's a little tired. I don't know about this body armor. It's so much fatigue. I mean, he's stunned. But you cannot make him wear pants. And he is leaving. He's out. Peace, motherfuckers. I would say an exceptionally reasonable price for Tirnanog, except for the fact that cost him probably 30 air gems. Like, is it worth 30 air gems to kill all these guys? Probably, if the alternative is losing that fort, definitely. Agartha has counterplay to this. Magma Kids will mess up air elementals pretty good. They just kill them really quickly. Yeah, I think Agartha was a little too casual about jumping on this fort. Now, the god escaped. The god's here. And he can reinforce this. And he's got a bunch of armies down here. He took this back. He's making more Magma Kids. This is looking... I don't know. I think this could go either way still. But this is an interesting matchup. I just think Agartha's a little too casual about marching on here. Yeah, if he went without the army, the risk is too, he could have, like, Tirnanog could send, like, 6 Great Swords of Sharpness thugs, and they wouldn't get distracted by anything, they wouldn't get picked off and killed by themselves. They could maybe just all jump on him and kill him. So you have to be really careful now with this many Great Swords of Sharpness moving the god alone. Very interesting. My money currently is on Agartha, but I could totally see Tirnanog winning this. Let's come down to the next people in the column. We've got Blanca and Machaca with the battle on Machaca's capital. Ooh, flanker's coming out. He's gotten missed up. A bunch of imps are getting summoned. Oh my god. Thunderstrike's coming out. He Thunderstriked himself there. Loses 1 Ansura. A few wolves. Yeah, these are, by the way, Death 3, Misfortune 3. Raids back here. He raids back here with some Ganas. These Ganas reasonably efficient at raiding. There's only one Machaca province left. We knew he was on his way out, but the fort is cracked, and we'll see if Blanca is feeling ready to have their final showdown here. Coming down to Tirnanog. Oh no, we've already done that. So that's this column. Coming over to this one, Micklin taking some of these Nifl lands. Presumably he's going to take all this stuff now. We'll see. He's taken this back. And otherwise has blood hunting operations going. Still no sign of jaguars. I think right now he's using blood slaves for casting summon imps and things like that or something. But, oh no. Oslatos. We have jaguars. They have been spotted. The Flying Jaguar Circus is now employing flying jaguars. though not in this particular army. So that is a sign of things to come. I think we're going to see a lot more flying jaguars in the future. Coming down here to Nifelheim. Oh my goodness. Ballin Stalin snatching defeat from the jaws of victory. There's a lot of troops. These giants are pretty good against Vanheers because they're just going to chop them up. They damn near one-hit kill them. They're certainly going to die to them too, but it's not a bad kind of PD to have against Vanheers. Just because they hit so hard. A lot of times these giants are like going to overkill humans. You're not overkilling the Vanheers. You want to kill them dead when you hit them. So that's the PD. The Nifl Jarl is just walking his way. Okay, I say walking his way forward. He's stuck behind the PD. But okay, he didn't even make it into combat. And he attacks here with Arouse Hunger. So gets some ghouls, takes this province out. There were a lot more Vanheim dudes, and I think they have stealth. Potentially, my guess is they're stealthing in here. They're in one of these tiles here, and they're about to go on the cap. That is my guess. But it's hard to know. I will just say, these hurlers can yeet the fuck out of some Vanheers. Like, they will mess Vanheers up if they hit him. So if there's cap PD with hurlers behind them and maybe a Nifl Jarl or two, I wouldn't be surprised if Balin loses everything. And I think because he can sail, he can trace income across this lake, but I'm actually not sure. So that's another thing that... Well, actually, you should be able to tell from the score graphs of income. No, I think he can trace income with sailing. Otherwise, we would have seen a dip as he lost all this income. Otherwise, things look like they're going fine for Vanheim. I mean, by fine, I mean he's lost a turn of Vanheer production, and gained nothing. But it's not like the wheels are off the wagon or anything. He's still got the steel ovens and an enchanter site without a lab, I'll point out. But he does have 2 lizard provinces as well, I guess. Anyhow, we have covered Mechlin. We have covered Vanheim and Nifelheim. On to the next column. Oh boy, do we have a battle. Hinnom attacking Tianchi. Hinnom wisely defeats. The problem with this, though, is some of these guys died here. Oh, and he put blood slaves on them. That's a mistake. If you're doing the retreat thing, don't load your dudes up with blood slaves. Just letting you know. Yeah, Tianchi didn't storm. And if you do this move to escape, this move will work. You can escape from a fort, but you're only going to escape if they storm. If they don't storm, you just go back inside the fort. It's a kind of weird mechanic, but that's how the game works. So, yeah, a failed retreat. Hinnom, they've got slingers. They've got heavy archers. Do they have enough? I don't think so. Maybe if you can do, like... I don't know what you do. You're not going to be able to do enough summon imps and stuff as Hinnom. Maybe swarm with the shamans. You need a lot of distraction chaff. Like, these guys can all be killed. They can be plinked down. You can overwhelm them with numbers, but you need a lot of distraction. And they kill the distraction stuff very, very quickly. I don't know. We'll see how it goes. Not thinking it's going to go very well for Hinnom, but he doesn't really have a lot of options left. It's like losing 10 or losing 20, right? Yeah, I'm not sure what he's going to do here. Tianchi, no other movement. And then we have Ubar. And this is probably what I was looking forward to most. But I think he reconsidered because he saw those Dione and he got a little bit of cold feet. That's the other thing, too, is because Yomi is moving with a lot of Dione together, like, you could, in theory, I think his Bane or Just Man's Cross thing will work. against one Dione, because with high precision, they can probably plink him down faster than he can regen back up, even with air shield. What I do not think they can do is that against all these guys, because their shots will get split up, blah, blah, blah. Probably won't work. So he's wisely reconsidered and moved back. I think you must have some Holy Scourges. I mean, there's other items too, like a Herald Lance or Demon Bane or whatever. But you need some demon-killing item in melee that's going to just knock them out rather than plink them with arrows. I don't think that's going to work. The arrows are going to be great, as I said, against the army, but not against the Dione. So anyway, very cool. He's come up with the plan, but we'll see how it actually goes. It looks like some of the Jinn are moving back too, and this actually can be really important. Especially if you have guys with Holy Scourges. What I would do is put the Jinn on Guard Commander for the guys with Holy Scourges. Let the archers plink down the whole army, right? So that most of the army's gone. By the time these guys jump in on Guard Commander with whoever has the Holy Scourges on round 5. And they'll clean up the demons well enough. That's my thought. Whether it works or not, don't know. Ooh, he's got Hoberg crossbows? Dude. So lucky, Ubar. So lucky. And on Yomi's front, he's got a big pile of stuff here, but he's hesitant to commit that with this army. I think he wants enough chaff around the Dione that they can't get, focus fired by things like Holy Scourges. But he doesn't want so much that when it all dies, it'll HP rout the Dione. That's my guess. That's my guess of his calculus. This is, I think, siege chaff for if he wins a big fight and will go on to take Ubar's capital. But this is very interesting. I mean, I think what's the big picture game state, though, is that the two blood powers, the nations which probably would scale the hardest in the game, Lanka and Mictlan have both decisively won their first wars, and nobody else has. So we're going to be seeing some crazy shit, I think, as both of these nations start to power up. If we look at their relative position to one another, they don't currently neighbor through any of the channels yet. And they're unlikely to until another player falls. So they're not really going to be engaging with much. Like, Lanka could neighbor them if they get this path through, which is currently blocked off by TNN. But, and vice versa, of course. So, very interesting, but I think there's a big advantage to cleanly winning your first war. It gives you a much higher chance of being able to take a few turns, do some eco, and then turn around maybe before the other war is even finished and try to claim your whole column. So we'll see what ends up happening. But look forward to seeing it in the next episode and hope you tune in to watch. Hopefully we've got some more big battles coming up. Pretty cool battle. We'll do, on the outro here, we'll watch that TNN battle here with Can't Make Me Wear Pants. All right, and with that, guys, we'll see you next time. Take care.